Hi guys, how are you doing today? It is time for Universal Yums and, sorry, wrong direction. This time it's from France. So let's see what kind of fun stuff we get this month. We've got our little card here as usual. On the back there's a scorecard, which I don't usually use, and then it's got some little facts about where it's coming from. So, Paris, of course, the capital's oldest house, belonged to Nicholas Flamel, an alchemist who allegedly created an immortality stone. Funny enough, they use that in Harry Potter. Brittany, this region is famous for salted butter caramels, which you may be about to try. Oh, that sounds good. Tourcoing, home to your box's juiciest secret. Hint, you could say that it's very, very juicy. This is what it says. I really don't know how to say this. I never took French in high school. I took Spanish. I really don't know how to say these things. Ardeche, maybe? A pairing of footprints and paw prints found in this region's Chauvet Cave prove human-dog companionship dates back 26,000 years. Well, that's cool. Cannes, every year, two $22,000 gold Palme d'Or awards are made for the city's film fest. An extra in the case the first breaks. Oh, an extra in case the first breaks. I'm like, what? Did not read that right. Bordeaux. It's always wine o'clock in the city. Can you believe 587 million bottles were produced here in 2020 alone? That is a lot of bottles of wine. Wow, I'm not a wine person. I mean, I cook with it, but I don't drink it usually. All right, so then we have our little booklet. Off we go to France. And in here, it always gives you some information about the country that you're going to. And there's always a recipe over here, which is mushroom galette. Ooh, that sounds good. A galette is like a pastry, a flattish pastry, almost like a pizza in shape, but it's not a pizza. It's a different kind of dough. It's got Gruyere in it. I like Gruyere. And baby portobello or cremini mushrooms and mascarpone. All that sounds really good. It always gives you a couple of things. So, France in 60 seconds. What you might know about France. We're diving into the France box. So how can we not talk about the iconic Eiffel Tower? This 1,063-foot tall landmark was named after Gustave Eiffel, whose company built the tower as the main exhibition in the 1889 World's Fair. Believe it or not, it was originally set to be torn down 20 years later, but the addition of an antenna made it essential to French government, not to mention the tourism. Over 7 million people visit the Eiffel Tower every year. I mean, I knew it was a big thing. I knew it was created for a World's Fair. I did not know originally it was supposed to be torn back down 20 years later. So that's kind of cool that they kept it. What you might not know, the world's first cartoon called the Fantasmagorie, I don't know, was created by Frenchman Emile Cole way back in 1908. Despite the cartoon being less than 2 minutes long, a lot happened to the stick figure protagonist. He encounters everything from a woman with huge feathered hat to a gigantic wine bottle cannon. That's really funny. They also always have a music playlist that you can access, from Edith Piaf to Daft Punk. Hear it all on our France playlist. Ooh, Daft Punk is cool. I like them. And then they always have some kind of an expression or saying. The French have an expression for feeling sad. Comme un repas sans fromage. Or like a meal without cheese. I knew fromage was cheese, but that's only because I watched too much Food Network. You'll be happy to know this phrase definitely does not apply to the dish below, which is the mushroom galette. All right. Then it always has the trivia train, which I don't usually go through. Then it tells you about every item that is in your box, including the nutritional information and the answers to the questions. There's more. There's another pop quiz and 40 years of French fashion. Ooh, pop quiz is Painters of Paris edition. And then there's usually a day in the life of whichever, or they've got other stuff in the back. So back here, there's actually a second recipe. Sometimes there's a drink recipe, but this is for crepes. Go crazy for crepes. Or crepes, depending on the how you want to say it. And then it's got a little etiquette thing down here. That's kind of funny. If you're ever going to visit France, I guess that could be useful. And then it has take a stroll through Paris, and it talks about Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Notre Dame, and the Arc de Triomphe. Dare to try a new dish: escargot, which is boiled snails; oursins, which are sea urchin; and cuisses de grenouille, frog legs. Thanks. So there wasn't a drink recipe this time in the back. They just gave us a second regular recipe. And, I mean, crepes are good, right? And actually not too difficult, but at the same time, there's definitely a finesse to it. And then hungry for more, you can always go to the Yum Shop and get more stuff from the country. So let's see what we've got. The first things I see is Sabor aioli potato chips. Flavor aioli. Well, aioli is mayo, basically. But I also see garlic cloves, so let's hope it's garlic. Aioli garlic flavor potato chips. Yes, it says that on the back. And I don't like messing around with the packaging because sometimes it's not easy to get into, so we just use scissors. I mean, I can't imagine how a garlic aioli chip wouldn't be good. Yep. I like garlic, all right. Ooh, I like it. But it kind of, because it's garlic aioli, it doesn't just smack you in the face with garlic. It just kind of has like as strange as it sounds, it has almost like a creamy flavor to it. Which I guess would be the aioli part. Ooh. This is the same company, but this one's confit d'oignon. Onion confit. Potato chips. Ooh. With balsamic vinegar. Well, that sounds exciting. Let's try that. So first we got garlic, now we get onions. Don't eat these before you gotta kiss a new person that you've never met before. No blind dates on this one. I really get that balsamic. Those are pretty good. There's a mouse on the next package. Corn snacks. Cheesy flavor. Is that the same? No. It's a different brand. I think this is our last savory item. Looks like it. Yep. Okay. Oh, they're like bugles. I mean, they're straight instead of trumpet shaped, but they're the texture. I mean, it looks literally like a bugle that's the wrong shape. The cheese isn't as strong as I thought it might be, but it is good though. I like them. I was trying to see if it gave a flavor of cheese, but it doesn't. Just cheese powder. It's not very helpful. Okay. Unless these biscuits are savory, it looks like everything else is sweet, so let's get some of those flavors out of there. Butter cookies. Sabels per Brie. Butter cookies sounds good. I like Danish butter cookies. Why not French butter cookies, right? If I can get into the box. Oh. And then there's a package inside of the box. Oh, I like it when there's even numbers, because then that's easier to split between me and Kevin when he tries some. Should use scissors. That didn't open very nicely. It has 1888 on the front, just like it does on the box. Has kind of a gloss to the top. Pretty similar to Danish butter cookies. They're good. That's all that matters, right? I mean, really. There's also apricot and vanilla cookies. Got a little tray inside of plastic or foil. Oh, these are little guys. Look at those little guys. They're so cute, aren't they? They're very... Oh, wow. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on the camera, but you see the little air holes? Like it's hollow inside. So it'll be very light. Mmm. Super crispy. And you really get that apricot taste. Mmm. It's almost like a breakfast cereal texture. Mmm. Mmm. Tweel. It's like a tweel. Mmm. Well, that was good. I like those. Okay. And then there's Truffles Bar. 4 truffles. I'm not a huge fan of truffles like this, but it's just these little kind of chocolate truffles that look like a little piece of poo. I mean, it's chocolate. Nothing bad about chocolate, right? Just not my favorite way to have chocolate. Then we have mini strawberry bonbons chewy candy. I don't think strawberry and chocolate go well together because that chocolate is strong. Because that's why we have the cup, right? I almost forgot to bring the cup over here. So they're just little balls. We've had stuff like this before. Where they're not super chewy, but they're not super hard. They're kind of a weird in between. Very strawberry. I'm pretty good. Oh, I almost missed something under here. Not sure how much I'll like this, but I'm not a big dark chocolate person. 47% cacao. Sea salt. Chocolates. Oh, come on. I think Kevin likes dark chocolate. Hope so. Hope he likes it more than me, at least. If this isn't my deal. Just trying to break one little square off of it, just like that. Oh. It's okay. There's the salt. I mean, it'll get eaten one way or another, but it's not my favorite. It's actually not. For being dark chocolate, it's not too strong, like I expected it to be. Alright. Then we have, last thing we have is our Yum Bag, which is when they have smaller things to give you that don't already come prepackaged in a bigger container. We've got 4 of these little guys. I never understand this. 4 of these in 3 different flavors. Like there's 2. Oh no, they're all different flavors. That one's raspberry. Alright, so we got little chewy things here. And then these are the caramels, I am assuming, that they talked about earlier. In the booklet. Or on the card, was it? It was really hard to chew. It's like Laffy Taffy hard. I don't know why. I expected a softer texture to that. It's good. It's even good after the chocolate. Because the chocolate's slightly bitter, being a dark chocolate. And for that caramel it. Wow. Sorry. It is proving very difficult to finish off. Maybe I should have gone for a fruit one first. Let's go for strawberry because it's not his favorite. This one looks like it's supposed to be blueberry, which is his favorite. And there's a raspberry and an orange. And this looks, basically it looks like a Starburst. And just the texture of a Starburst. Because I can kind of get it through, squish through your teeth, but not. I'm not really, these are like French Starburst right here. Which means it's going to take me a while to eat. Wow. Okay. Favorites. We had 3 savory. Between the 3 savory, I think I'd have to say, the garlic aioli were my favorite out of those 3. I'm still trying to get this chewed up. It's so, yeah, not easy to chew. For the sweets, I think my favorite's got to be these guys. They're nice and crispy and light. I've got a really good apricot flavor. Caramels might be kind of a second, but again, they're not easy to chew through. So, it takes a little bit. I feel like this one didn't take very long. Like, is it always this quick getting through this box? Maybe I just didn't have to fight through packaging too bad. I don't know. Overall, though, it's a pretty good box. I liked almost everything. Well, no, I liked it all. I mean, I probably wouldn't gravitate back towards that chocolate bar again if I didn't have to. Or the truffles. But they're not horrible. It's just not my favorite thing. So, overall, though, it was a pretty good box. I do like the butter cookies, of course. Like I said, they're a lot like the like Danish butter cookies. So those are a hit for sure. I'm sorry, I have a cat talking to me if you hear her. So what do you think, guys? What would be your favorites out of the box? Have you tried any of these before? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you later.